Delegates to be in order as we welcome the chairperson.
Good morning, honorable delegates. Welcome to the United Nations Committee on Interlinking Global Goals, Youth Action for a Sustainable Future. I request all delegates to maintain diplomatic decorum and participate actively. Now, our secretary is going to take our roll call.
We will now begin with the roll call. Delegates, please respond with present and voting. Indonesia, G. Badrina.
Present and voting.
USA, B. Harivansh. USA, P. Dattu Vikas.
Present and voting.
India, P. Ruthvik.
Present and voting.
India, Sai Gayatri.
Present and voting.
Brazil, Jessica Grace.
Present and voting.
Nepal, Nitish.
Present and voting.
America, Ananya.
Present and voting.
India, Ashwini.
Present and voting.
USA, Almas. Japan, Nishita.
Present and voting.
India, Ashwit.
Present and voting.
France, Priyata.
Present and voting.
China, P. Neela.
Present and voting.
Thank you, Secretary. Good morning, delegates. Delegates, the proposed agenda for today is the United Nations Committee on Sustainable Development. The agenda is set.
Delegates, today's committee will deliberate on this theme, interlinking global goals, youth action for a sustainable future. Each delegate represents a nation assigned with a specific sustainable development goal. Together, we shall explore how different goals complement each other for global sustainability. Now, we are using these assignments, SDG assignments we are using to this. In SDG 13, climate action, SDG 4, quality education, these two now we are going to take. The general speakers list is now open. Countries wishing to speak, please raise your placard. Each delegates will have 2 minutes to outline their country's position. Delegates are reminded to use diplomatic and formal language. Opening statements by countries on climate change. Now, the floor is open for P. Dattu Vikas, USA, on climate change.
Honorable Chairperson, the USA is taking significant steps to reduce global warming from the Biden time. Some works done by our country. Clean energy investment. The administration has finalized $20 billion in grant award under the Greenhouse Gas Reduction Fund support clean energy project. Thank you, ma'am.
Now, P. Ruthvik from India.
Honorable Chairman, India is actively working to reduce global warming through various initiatives and policies. Renewable energy expansion. India aims to achieve 500 GW of non-fossil fuel-based energy capacity by 2030. Thank you.
Now, the delegate is Sai Gayatri from India.
Honorable Chair and delegates, I am a delegate from India. India stands before this assembly. India stands before this assembly with a clear message. Climate change is not an option. It is an urgent, collective and decisive resolution. India, as one of the world's fastest growing economies and home for 1.4 billion people, India understands both the responsibility and opportunity of leading global climate solutions. Our commitment to Sustainable Development Goal 13 climate action is rooted in our civilization ethos of living
Now, delegate from Nepal and Nitish.
Honorable Chair, esteemed delegate, Nepal is among the worst climate pollution nations. Despite contributing almost nothing to global emissions, our Himalayan glaciers are melting rapidly, increasing risk of floods and glacial lake outburst disasters. Thousands of mountains and rural communities depend on predictable weather, yet the climate change has made life uncertain. Thank you.
Thank you, delegate. Now, delegate from America, M. Ananya.
Honorable Chair, esteemed delegates, the United States recognizes that climate change is a defining global challenges require science-driven and innovation-driven solutions. We are investing heavily in clean energy, electric mobility, carbon capture, and climate-resilient infrastructure. International collaboration is essential. The USA supports blended climate finance, technology, innovation partnerships, transparent carbon markets, and nature-based solutions such as reduced emissions from deforestation and degradation. We reaffirm our commitment to working with all nations, developed and developing. Thank you.
Thank you, delegate. Now, Japan delegate, Nishita.
Honorable Chairperson, distinguished delegates, I am Delegate Japan. Japan is facing serious climate change issues like heavy rains and floods are destroying our society. Summers are getting extremely hot. Our sea level is increasing because Japan is a land nation. Many people are suffering from heat waves. Thank you.
Thank you, delegate. Now, Yashwit from India.
Honorable Chairperson and delegates, let us begin our discussion on climate change. India's present issue is increasing heat waves and sudden heavy floods. We are facing water scarcity in many states Very high air pollution. Our summers are becoming very hot. We are facing water scarcity in many states. These problems are affecting the farmers' health and daily life. India need more clean energy and global cooperation. Thank you.
Now, delegate from India, Neela.
Respected Chairperson, I am the delegate of China. Youth Engineer Bill Hybrid Wind Solar Grids. We support a global renewable youth task force. Thank you.
Now, France delegate, Priya.
Respected Chairperson, I am the delegate of France. You developed carbon reversal, formed stabilized marine ecosystem. We support open source climate technology exchange. Thank you.
Floor is open for quality education. Indonesia delegate B. Badrinath.
Honorable Chairperson and distinguished delegates, first let me tell the value of education. Education is the prime to develop any nation. Without education, we cannot build or develop a nation. Education is the main source of knowledge. Education is the main tool to break the chain of poverty. Equity in education plays a major role in nation's development. Without education, a human being is equal to an animal. Thank you.
Thank you, delegate. Delegate from USA B. Harivansh.
Honorable Chair and respected delegates. First, I like to tell about what is education. Education is a formidable weapon for social progress and personal liberation. It is the bedrock of success, confidence, and independence. Thank you.
Thank you, delegate. Now, delegate from Brazil, V. Jessica Grace.
Honorable Chair and fellow delegates, I am delegate from Brazil. Quality education is more than simply placing the children in classes. It means well-prepared and dedicated teachers, safe learning environments, and equal opportunities
for every student. It means providing the tools, resources and support that help children grow not only academically but also emotionally and socially. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Now from India, Ashwini.
Thank you, respected Chair. India believes that quality education is a fundamental right and a key driver of sustainable development. We urge the international community to work together to ensure inclusive and equality education for all. With a focus on girls' education and teachers' training, India aims to increase access to education, improve infrastructure, and promote digital learning. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Delegate. Now from USA, Almas.
The United States is committed to provide quality education and believe that every child desires access to a class-worn education. We urge all the members of state to prioritize education and work together and address the global learning process with a board of multinational committees. United States is impulse science, technology and engineering and mathematics education, providing language and culture. Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you, Delegate. We will now begin a moderated focus on the topic interlinking SDGs. All those in favor, please raise the finger. The motion is passed. Each speaker has 2 minutes. You may begin now. But moderated caucus. Now on climate change. Delegate from USA, P. Dattu Vikas.
Honorable Chairperson, emission reduction target. Our country aims to reduce greenhouse gas emission by 50 to 52% from 2005 level by 2030 and 61 to 66% by 2035. Climate resilience. The U.S. Department of Agriculture (USDA) updated climate adaptation plan to ensure resilience to climate change impact. Electric vehicle promotion. Our country has announced funding for electric vehicles, charging infrastructure and incentives. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Delegate. Now, Delegate from India, P. Ruki.
Honorable Chair, India set a target to achieve net zero emission by 2070 with focus on sustainable development. Green hydrogen mission. The Government of India launched National Green Hydrogen Mission to promote the production and use of green hydrogen. Electric vehicle promotion. Initiative like the faster adoption and manufacturing electric vehicles FAME scheme. Sustainable agriculture. The Government of India is promoting climate resilient agriculture practices such as drought resistant crops. Disaster management. India strengthened the disaster preparedness through National Disaster Management Authority. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Now from India, S. Sai.
Honorable Chair, climate action supports all goals. Without climate stability, no SDG can succeed. Cooperation should be mutual, not imposed. We propose voluntary partnership under equal terms. India further proposes a youth climate education network. India has expanded its renewable energy capacity to over 175 GW, proving that the development and stability will go hand in hand. We have pledged to achieve net zero by 2070 with clear milestones for reducing carbon intensity and expanding green energy. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Now, Delegate from Nepal, N. Nitish.
Nepal has mountainous developing nation is experiencing some severe weather impacts like melting glaciers, floods and landslides. We request the community to focus on fighting financial and technological support for vulnerable countries. Nepal believes that climate justice and capacity building must be key elements to our discussions. Thank you.
Thank you, delegate. Now, delegate from America, M. Ananya.
Honorable Chair, innovation-based solutions. The United States believes that global challenges must be solved with innovation science and strong partnerships. We encourage nations to support research, clean energy technology, and global data sharing. Second, global security and stability. The US stresses that global security is essential for development. We advocate for strong international cooperation, transparent governance, and responsible action to maintain global stability. Third one, climate action. The United States is committed to reducing emission and promoting renewable energy. We urge all nations to collaborate on climate science, disaster prediction, and sustainable growth. Thank you.
Thank you, delegate.
Honorable Chairperson, we, Japan, we want to build a strong flood protection system. We want to reduce plastic and recycle more plastic by promoting eco-friendly things. We want to create more greenery in our society. Thank you.
Thank you, Japan. Now, delegate from India, Yashvi.
Plant more mangroves along with the coast. Mangroves reduce the floods and protect the shoreline. We want to manage water better by saving rainwater. We want to provide solar energy in every school and houses. Thank you.
Thank you, delegate. Now, delegate from China, Neela.
Respected Chairperson, we offer hybrid grid renewable technology. Thank you.
Thank you, delegate. Now, delegate from France, Priya.
Respected Chairperson, France believes that microorganisms help to capture all algae from ponds. These systems are highly efficient, growing to 10 to 15 times faster than trees. Thank you.
Thank you, delegate. Now, on quality education.
Honorable Chair, how can we reduce carbon intensity? My question for India is time. Honorable Chair, we can use the following steps in reducing carbon intensity: increasing solar, wind and hydro energy, also develop solar and green hydrogen projects, and many more. Thank you.
Thank you, India, for your clearance. Now, the floor is open for unmoderated talks. It is open for quality education on moderated talks. Now, the delegate from Indonesia, G. Badrinath.
So let me tell about what does equity in education means. Everyone should have fair, equal access to quality schooling regardless of what locality they are. May they be from rural areas or urban areas, or they're based on their gender, their disabilities, their economic background. The idea is not just about equal access but also resources like infrastructure, good teachers. So the outcome will not be skewed by race or background. The key challenges, several studies and reports highlights the persistent gaps. The 6 main problems in my country are regional disparities. Students in remote or rural areas has poor infrastructure. They does not have proper buildings. They does not have proper labs, libraries. So this leads to child demotivate to go to school. The next problem is teacher shortages and uneven quality. Remote areas have frequently lower qualified teachers. There is not proper amount of teachers in the school. This leads to learning quality of the child. Socio-economic barriers. We know how poverty limits the access, how poverty affects a community or society. It affects in the food, shelter and clothes. So if the child does not have these three main things, how we can afford to travel, uniforms, books, study materials? The next problem is lower higher education participation and uneven access. For example, as of 2024, only about 32% of population aged 19 to 23 had been attended to higher education. But participation varies drastically. There is only lesser than 15% enrollment among youth and others 70 to 75%. Inequality of educational quality and relevance. Even where schools exist, results tend to lag. The true learning outcomes tend to lag. There is also a learning crisis in the school. The access does not guarantee quality outcomes. The next major issue is implementation and policy gaps. While my country had been aimed to improve the education system, but it gets hampered when we talk about the
Respected
implementation.
delegate, please for my interruption. Respected delegate, I am very proud of your news, but time is up.
So, may I tell
Yeah, you can
conclusion? I suggest solutions to improve the scenarios are proper infrastructure, proper schools, proper buildings. There should be no lack of electricity or internet in the schools. So this will lead to child to get motivated to go to school and he will be encouraged. Teacher shortages. Teachers are the true nation builders. If the teachers are not in the schools, how child will get studied in the school. So teachers redistribution program should be done. Good higher education participation and providing youth proper colleges and universities. This leads to higher education participation. Government should focus on proper implementation. Thank you.
Thank you, delegate. Now, pre-retreat delegate from India on climate change. Education policy.
Respected Chairperson, the three major problems in my country are unequal quality of education for below poverty line students. And the next issue is the schools in low income communities have poor infrastructure and less access to digital devices. And the next major issue is the shortage of teachers. My solutions to solve the problem. The government should give equal access to rich and poor in quality education, and there should not be any gender inequality when it comes to education. The government should also improve the infrastructure of poor schools and improve the access to digital devices. And the major issue is the teacher shortages. The government should train more teachers throughout online or offline classes so that it would be helpful to the college students to study better. Thank you.
Thank you, delegate. Now, delegate from Brazil, meet Jessica Grace on quality.
Honorable Chair, education is a constitutional right in Brazil. Brazil believes quality education must be inclusive, equitable, and accessible to all children, especially the poor, rural, and indigenous communities. Brazil emphasizes early childhood care as the foundation for the lifelong learning. Global investment should be in preschool infrastructure, teacher training in early learning, and nutrition programs for children. Thank you.
Thank you, Brazil. Now, delegate from India, Ashwini.
Thank you, respected Chair. India's education policy is guided by the National Education Policy 2020, which aims to transform the country's education system. The policy focuses on making education more holistic, flexible, and multidisciplinary. The policy introduced a 5+3+4 structure, replacing the traditional 10+2 system, aligning with child's conjunctive development stages. Focus on digital classrooms, e-learning platforms, and digital content in
religious languages. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you, delegate. Now, delegate from USA, Almas.
Chairperson, the United States education policy is a complex system with the federal government playing a regulated limited role. Immediately and secondary education is governmented by the Elementary and Secondary Education Act. Higher education is regulated by the Higher Education Act. Thank you.
Thank you, delegate. Are you going to ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, proceed.
I'm asking a question. Honorable Chairman, I have a question to ask Indonesia.
Okay. Carry on.
Indonesia, do you need any teachers or teacher training?
Yes, I need.
Okay, we can provide it offline or online.
Please provide me offline.
Okay, we can provide. Thank you.
Thank you, delegates, for your cooperation.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. My question is to USA. USA, how are you going to plan to reduce greenhouse gas and carbon emission in your society?
Unwanted commerce. Thank you, delegate. Note the point.
Ma'am, my second question is to Brazil. How are you going to plan nutrition system for children in your society? And moderate carbon. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, delegates. We will now move into unmoderated focus to collaboratively frame solutions. Time is allotted 10 minutes time. In 10 minutes, you have to discuss with your collaborative delegates. Please complete. Honorable delegates, your time is up.
Billions. Trillions. 1 trillion 7.
Please express your collaborative solutions.
Honorable Chair, India believes that climate action must be fair and equitable. India supports urgent collective action but insists on climate justice. Thank you.
Thank you, India.
Honorable Chairman, India is collaborating with international organizations to share data expertise and resources on climate resilience. Thank you.
Thank you.
Honorable Chairperson, Japan believes the smart early warning system can prevent damage and saving lives from floods and storms. We are ready to share our technology.
Thank you.
Honorable Chairman, we want to plan more medicine at the city. The government should provide free medicine to people. Thank you.
Honorable Chairperson, USA calls for the establishment of a global climate innovation network to advance research in renewable energy, disaster prediction, and carbon reduction. USA supports funding partnerships between developed and developing nations for clean energy projects. Thank you.
Thank you.
Honorable Chair, Brazil improves digital access and teacher training and strengthens early childhood and vocational education. Thank you.
Thank you.
Honorable Chairperson, Methane Emission Reduction, the Environmental Protection Agency EPA take a final rule on methane from emission from oil and gas industry, which is expected to prevent 1.5 billion tons of CO2 emissions. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
We call on this all the states to increase financial support for climate vulnerable countries through grants, not loans. Thank you.
Thank you.
Expected Chairperson, France wants to create an open source climate technology bank, ensuring equitable access to restoration solution. Thank you.
Thank you.
Respected Chairperson, Global Renewable Youth Task Force focusing on clean energy collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Honorable Chair,
You expressed your views already.
green bonds and green deposit frameworks to mobilize funds for climate-friendly projects. Thank you.
Thank you. The committee will now hear the presentation of the draft resolution prepared during the unmoderated caucus.
Honorable Chair, the committee jointly proposes the following plan. We believe that smart early warning systems can be helpful to save the climate during disasters like floods, sand and storms. Thank you. The Environmental Protection Agency take a final round on methane emissions from the oil and gas industry, which expected to prevent 1.5 billion tons of carbon dioxide emission. Thank you.
India calls for an integrated climate awareness in school and university curriculum, which helps in creating global youth climate fellowship. Thank you.
Reduce educational inequality between urban, rural and indigenous areas. Thank you.
Honorable Chair, we emphasize inclusion of disadvantaged section of society into the development.
Honorable Chairperson, education plays vital role in the global development to maintain peace and harmony. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the presentation, delegates. Thank you, delegates. We will now move to voting. This is a simple majority of vote.
The chair will now conduct roll call voting for draft resolution. Say yes if you are in favor. Say no if you are not in favor. USA? Yes. USA?
Yes.
India?
Yes.
Brazil?
Yes.
Nepal?
Yes.
Japan?
Yes.
India?
Yes.
France? China?
Yes.
India?
Yes.
Honorable Chair, with 14 votes in favor and 0 against the resolution, passes.
Resolution passes. Honorable delegates, I commend progressive leadership. You have demonstrated how education, climate action, equality, peace and partnership form the foundation of a sustainable future. Your language diversity and points of order reflect true UN spirit. With the unanimous adoption